It's just loading up on the YouTube channel now.
Okay. You disappeared. Will you come back?
Yeah, I should come back. Don't worry. There you are. You're on live right now.
Hi, everybody.
Waiting for me to come in here.
I don't see.
There we go. Okay, it says that I'm here. Give me a moment. I'm going to change our Zoom settings. Hi, everybody. If you can hear me, my name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, and we are here. You're on live right now. And I am just going to take a moment. Hello, Marigold. How are you? Just waiting for my video to come on. Just trying to figure out why my video is not coming on. Hi, guys. Hi, Con. Can you see both of us? There we are. So it's a bit of a slow feed from the looks of it. So I apologize for the speed of the connection. But I want to introduce everybody tonight to this meeting, which is called The Great Awakening. And I have with me here Amanda Petite, who's a spiritual medium and channel. And she channels Master Jesus, Saint Germain, Kuan Yin, and Archangel Michael. And she's been practicing medium for about 2 years now. And tonight we're going to talk about the Great Awakening and what's unfolding. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium and channel and an intuitive life coach also. And I have with me the Divine Collective of Light, and they'll be speaking through me tonight as well. But let's talk a bit about what the Great Awakening is. And first, I want to say thank you, Amanda, for coming out tonight. Could you take a moment to introduce yourself to the audience and share some thoughts on the Great Awakening with us?
Hi, my name is Amanda Petite, and I'm from Newfoundland here in Canada. For me, the Great Awakening is about it's a huge transformation in us personal inner journey to connect to our higher being and to connect in a way that it's closer to our ascension as we move closer and closer to the higher being of who we are, the higher knowing of who we are. We ascend further and further with the awakening as we move forward, and it's a transformation that is it's a wide awakening inside of you, and it's a world awakening as well. So you just look at everything around you in a beautiful, different way, different light, and it just shows brings a connection to everything. And that, to me, is awakening. It's just a connection to absolutely everything and your divine being of who you are.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Amanda. It really is true. Getting to that place in consciousness where you know that you are not limited to the confines or the conditions of your mind and body, and that everybody has this energy awakening up inside them and around us. We're all being awakened right now, whether we're conscious of that fact or not. And the divine beings and the energies and the spirits that are around us all to access and begin to work with, to gain higher knowledge and wisdom and truth and understanding, and allows us to begin to actually create a heaven on earth, for lack of a better term. And I think the Great Awakening is really humanity coming to that understanding that we are all one in one sense, and we are here to work together in service of light.
Absolutely. And it's part of, they call the nirvana that we're all seeking upon the world, upon the earth, to get that connection. And it's through practice, it's through our meditations, it's through connecting to Gaia, it's through connecting to our inner knowing of who we are, our intuition. And as you continue to do that, you connect and you get higher in your ascension. And it's just a knowing, and it's a life-changing event for you and for all those around you as well.
What sort of things have you been finding yourself doing to inspire other people to their awakening? What are some of the things you find? What are some of the messages and ideas that are coming through from your guides and your angels to get people to pay attention to these other realms that are trying to lift us up out of our old human selves?
For me, I've been finding I've been given dropping little hints of messages about our inner knowing, and just getting people to, when I'm speaking with them in a casual conversation, just getting them to think about, enjoying the moment, being more present, don't worry about these little things. Everything always finds a way to work out, allowing things to happen. Being present is the key to all of our journey. And it's when you're in that moment, it'll just allow everything else to flow through. So when I'm speaking to people and we're just talking, they kind of look at me in a certain way too. They're like, there's something about you. What is it that's about that you're doing? You know, you're not nervous, or you're not, you know, people talking about certain things going on in the world, you're not worried over that. I'm like, no, I just allow everything to be. I just know who I am. And by being in the moment, I'm able to just let things go and let things flow. And just being, people see that. They see that, that are all around them, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. When people start to see those other elements, they begin to evolve and change much more rapidly. It's amazing when you make the distinction between who you are as an awareness and who you are as a mind and who you are as a body. It begins to open up a whole other sensory world for us all of us. And I think that's
Exactly.
really important. I know
Yeah.
we do that every day in my meditations. I know you meditate pretty regularly too.
Yes. And that's one thing about your course too, is that it's good practice with the meditations. It teaches you how to let go and to connect to everything that is around you. And as you continue to do it, you grow in your expansion and your journey. And also you're connected to divine beings. They start coming in, they're flowing in every time you connect. And you teach us how to, to let go. Those words are so important, to let go. And they flow and they come. And being and allowing is one of the things with meditation, and just quieting everything down, just bringing everything down and just being in that moment and just allowing that moment to be. And meditation is key to that. And that's one of the things I love about your course, is that you taught me how to meditate like the best way I possibly could.
That's very kind of you to say. Yeah, everybody has to learn this skill. I mean,
they do.
These higher vibrational states of being require that we all be able to shift our awareness. I know that we've watched many people that have gone through that transformation where they're stuck in their mind, they're stuck in their emotions, they're stuck in their body, and they begin to liberate themselves from that. But meditation is really, really important. It's there are higher vibrational beings and there are lower vibrational beings. And it's really important, if you can elevate your energy to a higher frequency, you can start to tune into your guardian angels, the ascended masters, and the other multidimensional beings that are here to work with all of us. A lot of people get stuck in their negative habits, and they keep themselves stuck in the body mind of senses, and they don't get a chance to tap into this other knowledge. But I believe everybody, would you agree that everybody knows that there are these other dimensions of consciousness that are available to them? I think everybody knows on some level, right?
Yes, everyone knows deep down here, because we know everything. We're trying to find our way back to that. We come here with all that knowledge inside of us, and we came here to be separate for a time being and to find our way back. And this, by doing the meditations, it brings you closer to that, and keep practicing them. And as you keep doing it, you get closer and closer, and you're elevating that vibration. And as you're elevating that vibration, that's how you're connecting to everything. And just like to awareness, like in your meditations, you bring us to that point that we can feel and be a part of absolutely everything that's around us. And there's no words that can even compare. And you could even say, to describe it, to be truthful, it's just, you are a part of everything and you are one with everything. And that's your meditations, just bring that in for all of us that do your courses. And we all leave your courses changed for the better. Like, it's a huge transformation. It's amazing. And where you walk away and you're lifted up, you're elevated, and you feel like you can do anything. You're powerful.
Well, that's the truth too. We are all powerful. Everyone is.
Yeah.
It's funny to watch some people who've been so stuck in emotions and mind that they can't control, and they suddenly have a moment where they actually shut all that off, where their thoughts and their emotions just stop, but they're still aware. And there's a sense of peace I've felt when I first experienced that, and you might have as well. But everybody, when you can step out of your thoughts and step out of your emotions, even for a moment, there's a sense of relief, a sense of joy, a sense of peace. Like Amanda was just saying, a sense of connection to all life that your mind and body don't afford you, because our minds and bodies are designed to be separate. And it's only you that can unify yourself to the field that connects us all together. And when you learn how to still your mind and body, it's freeing. It's like so liberating. And that's the great awakening. When you can step out of being subjective, your mind and your body, you move into the awareness of what you are as a soul or a spiritual entity, a spirit of universal light. And in that perception of reality, you can begin to change and alter your life radically in a really short time frame.
Exactly. And that's when you're the creator, then you're able to create everything around you. So when you hear of law of attraction and everything, that's what that is. It's by getting yourself in that higher vibration, you can create, and you're in that positive field, and you're just bringing all the abundance and everything to you. And you're creating, you're very conscious of it too, what you're creating. You're in every moment, you're conscious. And it's a whole higher conscious awareness that comes about in this, and all of this, in the Great Awakening.
I'm curious, how has meditation affected your ability to talk to your guides and your angels and to tune into them? How's that changed for you?
It's more fluent. So like even before, like I would kind of like just sit back and really just trying to steal my mind, and they would start coming in. But now, since I've started doing your courses, so I did 101 and 102. I did your 2 healing courses, awareness course and a healing course. And through all of that, that has made me, like, even while I'm speaking to you, I feel them. They're all coming in. They're all just coming through. And I can feel them just calming me right now and just bringing me down and just working right through me. Like I don't really have to close my eyes and just, really just kind of concentrate and just, coming closer. Now it's just like they're here, they're coming. It's like I'm an open channel. So they're just coming in now.
Does anybody have anything you want to offer as a minute information or a suggestion or a message for us?
Let's see. Yahshua always has something to say. Yahshua, Jesus. I am honored to be with you and to be a part of this journey with all of you. I want to say how proud we are of all of you, of all the work that you have done, each of you, on this journey. We know that it's not easy, but this is what you chose. This is why you are here. You are powerful, and in that knowledge, you will bring the nirvana that you're looking for upon this earth. Through your soul families, through your brothers and sisters, you will come together, you will unite, and you will bring this upon the earth. She's been long waiting for this, and you are here to bring it. Be joyful in what is to come. There is much blessings to come to each and every one of you. Be in your moments, be still, be happy, be joyful, and it will come to each and every one of you. We are proud and we love you. We love you all immensely.
Wow, thank you, Amanda. That's amazing. No, I can't. Thank you, Master Jesus, and the others that came through with him, because I can feel their energy as well. It's really
strong.
Yeah, I know. I want to say to people that when you are conditioned to believe you are a personality, when you believe that the identity that you've been given as John or Mary or Peter or Bob or Josephine, if you believe that the identity you've been given is you, if you believe that the body is the sole motive, the sole place from which you can identify who you are, you'll be trapped or disconnected from your spiritual awareness. The more you can liberate yourself from body mind, the more fluidly and freely that information can flow. And what Amanda's doing and what I do, for those of you that watch this channel, is natural and normal for people to be able to do when their mind and their body are not in the way. You teach the mind and body to be receptive to your awareness so that you can actually bring through information. Everybody in reality is a channel. I think everybody in reality is a channel of some form. It's just that whether or not the channel is clear, got a bunch of static. The mind is really noisy, there's static. If the body's not healthy and stuff, there's static. Yeah. So really getting your awareness to that place where they're not in your way, but they're utilizing them from a different perspective is extremely liberating. And they keep telling me all the time, it's so important to learn to train your mind to be still and quiet, to reevaluate the way in which you treat and address your body's vitality. Your body is an instrument of the divine. It is not something that you made. It was something that was given to you as a gift, as a mechanism to use to express the gifts that the divine has given you and all of us. Because there are those of us that aren't informed that are equally gifted in that respect. We too have been given the same gifts. We are just not visible in the form that you are in, but we are able to communicate through to you. if you learn to open your mind and your inner ear and learn to hear. Yeah, there's just so much excitement for all of humanity if you choose to engage this practice of awakening yourself. This is the Great Awakening. Some of you call it ascension, but it is the same thing, this process of awakening, aligning your consciousness to that which gives you life and that which possesses all knowledge and knowing. It's a very fascinating thing when you allow that through. It really, really is. I'm excited. It just keeps getting better and better every day. Yeah, it's been wonderful. We've enjoyed having you in the class and courses as well. But let's see if anybody's got questions or answers, questions that they'd like answered about the Great Awakening. Please bear in mind that there seems to be a bit of a lag from what we're saying and what's happening on YouTube. So if your question doesn't get answered for a period of time, we'll get to it. Don't worry. Let's take a look here, Amanda. You're open to some question answers?
Yes.
Wonderful. Wow. Hello. We got.
I don't see any questions.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll read them to you.
Okay. All right.
Hello, Danielle. We got Danielle. We got Con. We got Heather. Hello, Heather. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Earth Angel. That must be Earth Angel Amy. Yes, I am Universe. I'm just scrolling down. Questions. Wow. Thank you so much. Hello, Danielle. Wonderful. So no questions yet. And again, there's a bit of a lag in the system. We'll get that corrected with the new computers. It might be my new toy in the not too distant future. But we are at a very important time, humanity, that we can remain subjective to the conditions of mind and body, which are not doing a very good job of taking care of the planet. Or we can learn to wake up, like literally learn to get yourself out of being stuck in your mind and body. That's a slow and tedious process that gets repeated over and over and over again until you get your house in order. This is your house. Your mind and body are your house. How has this impacted your life? Like, how has being a medium impacted your life when you opened up and began to practice and allowed yourself to have the freedom to articulate being a medium? How's that changed your life?
Well, for me, it's changed it profoundly because now it's everything that I am. Everything that I do now is it's a part of me because, like I said, they're there. I feel them all the time. So I go to work, they're with me and they're coming through and they're just dropping little words in that I just, like I say, I just send off to certain people that I'm speaking to. And, one particular case that one of the girls in the office was listening to some music. Actually, I had music on first. And it was classical music. And she really liked it. She found it very calming. So a couple of days later, she come in, she had the music playing. I said, oh, the music's beautiful. And she said, yeah, she said, I had it on when I went to sleep and it made me like calm down. I was able to go to sleep. I said, yeah, because it's affecting something inside of you. It's that inner knowing inside of you that recognizes that calmness, that peace and the love. And I said, that's who you are. You are love. And that's what you're connecting with. And she was just like, that's beautiful, Amanda. So just doing those little things every day, it affects me in everything, even with my kids, everything. I just think about how I affect everything around me as well. And I show so much more compassion and gratitude for everything. It's just, and sometimes you just sit outside and you're having your moment of quietness and you're just taking in all that's around you. The trees, the grass, the bees flying from each flower and getting their pollen, watching them work and just seeing how amazing everything is. That's all part of that awareness of that knowing how connected we are to everything.
Yeah, that's so amazing. I know that experience, where it is, you can be sitting around and suddenly get a random idea, call this person, do this thing, lay back, put your feet up. They'll say very specific, go for a long walk. And wonderful things start to happen when you're actually learning to listen. And we get so stuck in listening to what's in our mind, but that doesn't give us anything new. When we listen to what's in our mind all the time, we don't learn anything new. You only learn something new when you step out of your mind. So that if somebody says you're going out of your mind, that's a good thing. You want to get out of your mind. You really want to get out of your mind. But yeah, it's a lot of fun when they tell you, drink more water. You have to drink an extra liter right now. And find yourself drinking more water. Eat some more fresh fruit today. Right? It's
all the time. They're popping that in. And there was one particular day I was dropping my son off to work and I seen a man there and he was walking around. He was picking up stuff and something, all of a sudden I heard, get him some food. He needs some food. So I went over there was a Starbucks right next to me. So I went over and got him a coffee and a sandwich or whatever. And And when I went back, he was gone. And I was looking around for him, and I seen him over by the Starbucks I was just at. And so I went over and I gave it to him. And he was just like, he stopped for a second. He looked at me. He said, thank you. Thank you. And it was the most amazing thing, because he had this white hair and this big white beard. He kind of looked like Santa Claus to me. And he had this great big cross on his neck. And he said, thank you so much. And he gave me a hug and he said, you're my angel today. And I said, oh, wow. God, it brought tears to me. I was just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's so funny when that happens, because the masters can speak through anybody that there's a space for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens a lot where people come up and say, there's something really beautiful about you, out of the blue. Somebody come up and say that.
Exactly.
And when you're open to higher vibrational messages, you get them. If you're open to lower vibrational messages, you get them. It really is a choice.
And he was like even when he spoke, he seemed so wise to me. I was getting something more from him than I even thought I was. Like, just the way he spoke was like how I would kind of feel like a very wise man, like Jesus, or someone was speaking, like a scholar would talk to me. He was like very.
Yeah. So he was giving you multi layers of energy.
Exactly. Yeah. It was amazing, because I even went, I took it in, like I could feel it, like the vibration of it. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's funny how we can read, get that information. Even they can speak to anybody that's got a space, inside them that has that moment of alignment. And kindness and charity and love and respect can open those channels up for other people too.
Exactly. Yeah. It's compassion. There's nothing better than showing people compassion. And then when you're speaking from your heart, it just flows out anyway, when everything comes through your heart, instead of listening to your head, just allowing everything to come through your heart. Yeah. And just being that way. That's one of the things that I do in the morning too. I'll just say to myself, I'm going to speak everything through my heart. My ego is important. I need it for certain things, but my heart is going to have the final decision on what I say. Wow. So I try to start my day.
I love that statement. That's beautiful. I want to speak through my heart the entire day. I love that. I'm going to borrow that if you don't mind.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's a funny time. What would you say to people that are struggling with emotionally, mentally right now? What would you suggest that they could do to get their mind and their emotions out of the way so they get free?
They absolutely have to try to learn to still it. They have to put themselves in a place of quiet and peace, and meditation. Meditation is key to everything. The way I see it, it just brings everything into perspective, and because it takes you out of that ego. It's the ego that makes you go and go and go and it'll start bringing you down, and because you start thinking, especially in low vibrational thoughts, it'll start getting deeper and deeper. You need to bring yourself out of it. So you need to go into your heart, and you need to still your mind and bring that about, so that way you're able to lift yourself back up and see how beautiful you really are. Because that's the biggest thing, is that self-love that they've lost, and they need to bring that self-love back to themselves.
So what sort of a first step would you suggest to people that have them feel disconnected from love, or feeling anxious or frustrated? What would be like the first step you would suggest they take towards that peace that they're seeking?
First step, I guess for me, would be they need to kind of just sit down and just be quiet, just be calm, just be in the moment, and then if you're not able to do that, then you ask for help. Ask for help. See if you can go to a coach, you can go to mediumship courses, or do meditation courses, someone to help you along to learn how to get there, learn how to bring in the high vibration, learn how to find that self-love back inside of yourself. I mean, there is a lot of knowledge out there that we all can use. Oh, sorry about that.
No worries, nothing to worry about at all.
Someone's trying to call me.
No worries. One of the first things, it's all good. One of the things I've found that can really help people that are really stressed, and they don't know what to do, if they haven't got the knowledge and the experience, the connectivity to their guides or angels, or they just feel like they're by themselves or alone. the first thing I would suggest you do is literally stop, sit your body down, and begin to breathe slowly. Make your body breathe slowly and deeply. When you start to do that, your mind will actually start to slow down too. That's one of the first steps I use. But yeah, like you said, get still, get quiet, get peaceful. You really have to teach your mind and body to be your servant. Most people feel like their mind and body is their master.
But you're right. Your breath is key too. Like nice 3 long breaths normally. Like you can just breathe it in, just let the last long breath, just let that keep going out, and it'll calm you. Just do it 3 times. And you'll feel the energy all around you change.
If anybody, and I'm being told, if anybody's out there hearing this, do that right now. Take 3 long, slow, deep breaths. And as you're exhaling, just allow your mind to get still and quiet with each exhalation, and allow the energy of the beings that are around you to just help calm you. Just allow it. Just with your 3 breaths. So take 3 slow, deep breaths, and just allow what is there for you to come in. Just give your body and mind permission to be still and see what happens. The worst thing that'll happen is you'll feel more relaxed. The best thing that happens, you'll start to feel a wonderful feeling that starts to emerge when your mind gets quiet. You know,
you change all that energy around you as soon as you start doing it. All that energy just starts to calm down. It's like everything just starts to balance itself back out. Yeah,
people don't know that when they breathe, it's an actual electromagnetic charge. When you breathe, you're generating electrical energy into your field, and you can change the energy of your body and mind just by moving that field around with your breath. Intentional breathing is very powerful. But this is I'm so grateful for all of this. I'm so grateful that you had the time to come on live with us. I'm so grateful that we have these classes and courses for people to come to. Please, below this video, take the time to look at the class and course. I'll make sure I put a link below there. But we start our mediumship courses on the 28th of August, our mediumship 101 program, followed by our mediumship 102 program, and that's followed by our mediumship 103 program. And I can guarantee, if you've never meditated before, if your mind is crazy and wild, come to this course, because you'll change your life. It will literally give you a mind that will free yourself. You will create a new mind for yourself, and you'll be free, and you'll start to have guidance. You won't be alone. Plus, you'll meet up with an amazing community of people that we have been growing for over 2.5 years now, of people that have walked this path, have come through some really difficult challenges, have had strong emotional difficulties, physical problems and challenges that have been transcended and transmuted. It's amazing what that is.
It's a part of a family. Like we all still connect even after we've done the courses. And the thing is, we keep doing the courses because we're always growing. We're always expanding. So you just keep going and keep practicing. You keep doing your meditations and you keep elevating as you keep going. And there's no better feeling in the world. And then the knowledge that's coming in and how connected you feel, and the strength that you get from that power that you build up inside of yourself. And then when you start seeing what you're creating around you, there's no going back. You just want to keep going forward. And this, with your courses, it'll bring that to you. It'll just open up so many doors for you. And it does. It's absolutely beautiful what it does. It changes your whole world.
Yeah, it does. And again, we'll have some, tomorrow we're going to have a gentleman by the name of Con Knight. He's a spiritual medium. He'll be coming on with us tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, I believe, 2 p.m. So that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, this great awakening is a real thing, people. It's a real thing. Your body and mind were not meant to be the source of your identity. They were meant to be vehicles to express your creativity. Your identity isn't your body, mind. Your identity is your being. And when you start to be able to bring that through unobstructed by the mind and body, you can work miracles in your life with a lot less effort than your personality believes you have to exert. You create what you want.
And I think with the Great Awakening too, for like, if you're kind of just starting, you kind of start looking outside of yourself anyway. So you're questioning everything around you. You're questioning, who am I? What am I here for? What is my purpose? And then, you're going into these courses. This is where you'll start finding, that's what you're connecting to. You're finding your purpose in this world. Mm-hmm. And that's, those early signs, like even like if you're at a job you don't like, you're starting to question, why am I in this job? Like all these little things are little signs of you starting to open up and starting to awaken more to this knowing inside of you. I need to find more. I need to know more who I am and find that purpose of who you are. So by doing your courses, that'll open so many doors for people. And I just want to mention too, I love Chico's class in your course as well. And it's all about eating the good foods for your body, taking care of your body. And that was amazing too. That helps you just bring in more of the knowledge, more of the channeling, and even clearer again. So big shout out, Chico.
Yeah, for sure. Chico actually runs a program called Sun Food Living, which literally is living off food, raw food. And I cannot tell how many people have come into the course and done his part of the program, and literally their health conditions, diseases, problems they've been struggling with begin to reverse, because his program for eating live, healthy, vital foods in a simple and easy to fashion it's so crazy and simple. That's what's really amazing about it. It's so simple. And your health will change. You're not here to suffer. You're here to be happy. And all of the food that you need to do it is right in your grocery store. You just have to know what to eat, how to eat it, and when to eat it. And it's not complex. It's very, very simple. A lot easier.
Exactly. It's very easy. That was the best part about it, is stuff that you have most of the time things in your kitchen anyway, right? And you're just picking it up. Now you can make it into a smoothie and take it to work with you. Now, and you're getting everything you need. You'll eat so much better if you were to think about what you're eating in the day while you're at work, and you're not getting any of the vitamins that you need, anything that the iron and any of the nutrition that you need. But with these smoothies and the Sun Food Living guide that he gives you and brings you through, you feel so much better, so much all over. So you're doing your mind, body, and spirit. All of it's in one course.
Yeah, I love how that sequence he does too. But it shows you how you actually fast every day without even knowing it, and how to leverage
exactly
of your natural fasting to increase your vitality. It was brilliant. It's so brilliant. I really like that.
Yeah, you're actually excited to go buy fruit because you want to try different things. So you're so excited about doing it. Yeah.
I know they've been pushing it at the back of my head for a while now to just simply say to people that your time to awaken is not tomorrow. Your time to awaken is now. To get your mind quiet and still for you, so that you may express your true nature, to get your body into alignment with who you are as this divine expression, to align these consciously and deliberately in a systematic and easy way will liberate you from your suffering very rapidly. You did not come here to suffer. You came here to be whole and to express your wholeness in the actions, words, and deeds of your everyday living, but only from that place of your being that is of light, not this place where the darkness has been placed. Clear your mind, still your body, liberate yourself from your suffering. You are here to be free. And so are all of you here to be free. Interesting.
It is, because awakening is your freedom.
Yes, it is.
It's taking all the chains off and just you're done with it. Yeah.
It is. So this great awakening. I mean, I've watched the message you go through. I know you work with other groups too, right?
Yes. Yeah. I bring in Saint Germain. He's with me a lot. He's with me all the time, actually. And the Morrigan, Irish goddess. I bring in Kuan Yin. She comes in quite often for me as well. Kelly May has been coming in for me lately, and she's been putting a lot of spirit and a lot of warrior spirit behind me. And oh my gosh, Archangel Michael, and I've been getting Archangel Raphael and Gabriel coming in as well. So you're getting them all over the place, and they come in when you're needed. When there's certain things coming on in your life, they come in and they'll help you through.
Yeah, it's cool how they all specialize in their own messages.
Exactly. Yeah. Depending on what's happening in your life, right? And then I have my guides that are with me all the time as well. So one in particular is there for my life path, and the other one's for my everyday life. So Celeste is my everyday, and Abraham is my life path guide that kind of guides me where I'm meant to be, to guide me along. But he's not around as much now because I'm following my path. Yeah. I'm following my heart. I'm going towards my purpose. Yeah, and this is a part of my purpose.
Yeah, that's really cool how that happens. As you evolve, the guides and angels that work with us start to change too, because they all have their own unique skill sets, their own unique vibration and frequency. And as you change your vibration or raise it up, you start to connect to different beings on different levels. It's really fascinating. Very exciting.
Exactly. It is very exciting. And I actually connect with the Pleiadians too.
Yeah.
In the galactic. So, I mean, there's so much that you can start connecting to when you start going into your awakening and going into your awareness and doing your meditations and doing these types of courses to help bring that out in you. And then you're never alone. You've always got support. You're always taken care of.
What do you say to somebody that's been taught to believe that connecting to angels and archangels and divine beings, what do you say to somebody that's afraid of that, who've been taught that you shouldn't do that, that's wrong? What do you say to somebody like that?
That's a hard one because I'm Catholic. So I have a lot of people that are very off-putting, like my dad, for one, right? Because I do cards too. So he's like, put that away. I was like, Dad, there's nothing in this. It's only bringing in spirit. It's only bringing in love. Because if you're in a high vibration, you're only bringing that in. So why would you even go into fear? But that's because they're in their ego. It's what they've been told, and they just shy away from that. And they think it's something that they shouldn't be touching, but it's a part of who we are. These are like any of this kind of thing. It's all tools for us to use. And then like yourself, you don't have to use them as much. Because I mean, you're channeling all the time. And so you can bring your channeling, your guides in, or you can use a tool to help for you to connect to them. And that's all spirit. That's all love and light that you're connecting to. So there's nothing to be afraid of. And I mean, it's about going, it's the love you feel. So when you're connecting, and if you're feeling love and you feel that in your heart, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you should be connecting to. If you're in fear, then you're actually going further away from love at that point. So you need to bring yourself back towards love.
Yeah.
So this is what,
and that is the key. The vibration. Love is a vibration, and love is a frequency. The more you are aligned to a certain frequency, the more you connect to energies on that level.
Exactly.
If you're in a state of fear or anger, I wouldn't recommend trying to channel divine beings unless you're asking a higher being to help get you out of your fear and anger. Then you might have a better chance of connecting to something different.
Yeah. And that's the thing too with the course. You learn how to transmute a lot of these energies. You're learning how to take all this negative thoughts and things that's going on inside you and start transmuting out of your body, and you're lifting it out. So, you're doing that every time, and your meditations are guided. So they're specific into different things. So it's beautiful, and it just releases. It's all about this release that goes on. And then you just feel like you just took everything off your shoulders, and that's why these doors open for you, and you're starting a rebirth. Really, it's all a rebirth, and it brings you freedom, which is what we all want. Yeah, so because we are sovereign beings, and we have to remember that we are sovereign beings of our reality. No one has control over us unless we allow them to do that. So we got to bring back our power in ourselves.
That's absolutely correct. Totally agree with you 100%. And unless you know the difference between who you are and who you think you are, having that access to your own personal power can be very difficult. If your mind is in the way, if your fear is in the way, if your past is in the way, if your guilt is in the way, if your shame is in the way, it's very hard to connect to who you really are. And the resources that you have as a soul versus the resources you have as a personality are very different. And again, we go deeply into that in our program about how you can actually tap into these higher realms of consciousness and how to release from your mind all the stuff that stands in your way. It's very exciting. I'm really grateful that
it is. Yeah, it's very exciting. You become the creator. You truly do. And you can bring all this greatness, this goodness to your life, and this feeling of pure happiness and joy in your life constantly, because you're so aware of what you're doing and who you are. And it's you're in a constant higher vibration. So you give out love, and you receive love, and you receive all that every day of every moment of your life. And it's part of, this is what we all want. If anyone watching here is looking to do this, you have to ask yourself, what do I want? What is it that I want in me? Where do I see myself? Where do I see myself going? Who am I? Well, if you do these courses, you'll find that out. You'll connect to who you truly are.
And you really will. It
Yeah.
really, really, really will. Not who you, because we're all connected to our thoughts. And that's one thing. We're all connected to our bodies. But when you connect to something other than what you know, I mean, you get to know everything else that you don't know. You have access to everything you do not know by letting go of what you already know. And the Buddhists talk about that with an empty cup. You can't fill a cup that's full, right? And you learn how to let your mind go without losing your intelligence, because you're actually smarter without your mind. You actually have more intelligence without your mind than with your
mind. Yeah. You do, because like if you start thinking about things, then you'll stop yourself from saying things or doing things. And next thing it's all a jumble. But if you just go and you start speaking through your heart, your higher self, and you just allow it all to flow, it comes out like a song. That's the only word I can say. It comes out and it's like, and it hits the people, it hits them in the heart, and they feel it. They can feel that energy behind what you're saying.
Amanda, how can people get, I know you do readings and stuff now too. How can people get a hold of you? Is there a way that people can get a hold of you for a reading?
I've been doing it mostly home in my hometown in St. John's, Newfoundland for the most part. So I haven't set up a video yet. We have a group that we bring people into, but it's a high vibrational group that we just keep the energies out, and we do readings in that group. And that's practicing angelic messages. So we have a group of us that a lot of us are from your course, actually, that we get together and we just keep practicing our gifts and our cards and our channeling. And it's just, if you want to come join the group, look us up.
Okay. But if anybody wanted to have a reading with you directly, is there an email address or something? Or
they can go to amanda.petite@hotmail.ca.
Wonderful. And I highly recommend Amanda. She's a beautiful soul. I love the Druid and Gaelic beings that work through are pretty amazing too. It's I feel like you're my sister oftentimes when we connect. It's really beautiful.
I know, same here. I feel like you're my brother. It's the same thing. But that's the thing though, all of us that are connecting, we're all connecting for a reason. We're all part of this big soul family, and we feel like brothers and sisters. And that's that support, because we need that support in our lives, because we're all going through magnificent changes, and it's a growth and we all know what's happening with each other, like it's that feeling that, okay, I'm feeling this way, or I'm feeling this way. Well, I understand that this is what I went through. So you got that support system behind you, and it's important. We got each other to take care of each other.
Yeah. I always say spirit, a family is determined by spirit, not by biology. Really, who you are as a being, as a soul, determines who your real family is. Biology can have a connection. We can have good, close connections to people spiritually and physically as well. That doesn't negate that. But I firmly believe that, from my perspective, that our energy determines who our soul family is. Yeah,
definitely. Because even through this journey, sometimes because you're still figuring out everything that's going on with you, and then you just start to realize that you don't like to do the same things you used to do, and that certain people don't connect with you the same way. So, you're trying to find your soul family. You're trying to find the people that you connect with. And this is where we go. We go to like your courses, and we find our family, our soul families there. And that's our support system.
It's funny how, people start to change in the course. They begin to change and evolve. And then they stop doing a lot of the old things they used to do. They stop thinking a lot of the old things. They start to think, and their lives start to change. Miracles become natural phenomena. Miracles are natural phenomena of who you are. They're not mystical things. Miracles are natural phenomena of the quality of your energy. And watching people go through that, all of us go through that all the time. But it's more pronounced when you're learning to let go of all that old stuff and watching all the new stuff that suddenly appears like magic in your life.
Yeah. Right? And I just be the change you want to see in the world. So be that, and it'll happen. It'll be it. It'll come. But you got to believe it. You got to feel it here.
Yeah, and you do. When you do actually start to feel it in your heart when your head's out of the way. Because you're up here energetically. You don't sit in the body. You actually surround the body, and you're meant to have a direct connection through the heart. so that what you have to offer the world spiritually can reach it. And again, we invite you to come and join us this August 28th. You go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and enroll in our course of class. We'd love to have you. It is transformative. And Amanda, I cannot say how grateful I am that you've taken the time out of your schedule. I know you got family to take care of, and to do this with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Likewise. And I will. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, I will be there.
Yeah, just for those who know, the course is first-time students. The course is $199 for first-time students, and that's US, and $99 for repeat students. So if we got any repeat students out there, know that you have that discounted price. Take advantage of that, because the courses are evolving and the energies are growing all of the time. So Amanda, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody else for showing up and being with us tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Join me with Con Night tomorrow evening. And what is tomorrow evening again? It's yes, the healing work. It's called The Work, and it's all about the whole process of the work in relation to healing. And I look forward to seeing Con tomorrow night. And I want to wish all of you much love. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
See you. Bye.
Bye.